I want to start with some definitions, and we find that really the biggest problem here is often communication. So let me start with the flaw of averages. That's the title of my book. Many of you have probably heard of it. One of the big issues with presenting this stuff is it's easy to explain, of course. The hard part is getting anyone to understand it. And worse than not understanding it, what you often do is trigger what I call post-traumatic statistics disorder, or PTSD. And so an issue here is that if you tell people what the mathematicians just, call these concepts, then you scare people off. This particular one is known as Jensen's inequality. And in my book, such a word that would trigger PTSD is written in Dracula font, and I've kept that here. We'll get into the flaw of averages a little more deeply as we get into this, but many of you are quite aware of it. If you base your decisions in the face of uncertainty on the average of the uncertainty, you're wrong on average. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the arithmetic of uncertainty. I mentioned that before. The post-traumatic statistics disorder inducing word is functions of random variables. And then I'm going to define for you here probability management. Now, the field really grew out of work I did at Royal Dutch Shell in about 2005, I guess it was. And so I came up with a term. We were aggregating risks and opportunities across a portfolio of exploration projects. And we were able to add up. One of the keys is we can add up simulations across an ensemble of simulations using the arithmetic of uncertainty. And I came up with the term probability management back in 2005. Last year, I figured out what it means. So here's a formal definition of probability management. It means that you represent uncertainty as data that obey both the laws of arithmetic and the laws of probability. So let's start with the flaw of averages. The classic example here is the statistician who drowns in the river that's on average 3 feet deep.